Hello lovely world hearts, it's Lisa here. I'm back with another reading from the Cozy Witch Tarot deck, which I am absolutely loving at the moment. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Lisa Parks. I'm an HSP, an intuitive coach and writer, and I teach highly sensitives to journal with tarot cards to unlock your intuitive and creative gifts and discover your true inner voice. And the reason why highly sensitives love journaling with tarot cards is because the tarot cards, all the images on them, they speak the language of your intuition, of your unconscious, of your shadow, of your inner child. They use symbols and images and colours and words, and that reveals blind spots. But HSPs have also got this amazing ability to process deeply and self-reflect. So it's like harnessing the skills that you've already got and getting to know yourself on a deeper level, meeting yourself in a new space. So let's have a look at today's cards and see what message comes out for you today. Oh, it's a reversal. So reversals, I always decide when I shuffle the deck if I'm going to take reversals or not. Reversals normally mean the opposite of the message you're getting. Some people don't read reversals at all, so it's entirely up to you. I shuffled the deck before I came on camera. So here we've got the Page of Cups. We've got a lady on a beach. Oh, I'd love to be on a beach right now, wouldn't you? It's blooming February in the UK. It's our winter, although we are seeing signs of spring. She looks like she's gone into a bit of a freeze response. She looks like she's just kind of gazing, or maybe she's having a mindful moment with the water while she watches the waves come into the shore and go out again. Let yourself be continually surprised by this thing called life. So when we're going through change, we often have a tendency to catastrophize and think the worst. But if we can stay in the present moment and just look at what's before us, because all we've got is the present moment. Like if we fast forward too far to the future, we're going to go, oh my God, it's all going wrong. This is terrible. It's not going wrong. It's just different to what you're used to. If your life is changing, then why are you expecting to see what you normally see every day? Surely it's going to look different. And that's a good thing, no? I also want to look back down behind her, look how far along the beach that she's already come. Maybe celebrate and recognise that you're doing really well and you've walked quite far on your journey. And then if we go too far forward into the future, well, we can't really see what's going to happen in the future, because if you look out to sea, all you can see is the horizon. And you never reach the horizon, do you? It just keeps on going. And so, do you want to know everything that happens in your future? Like often people use tarot and oracle cards to predict the future, but I don't. I just use them to hold a mirror up to what's already inside of you. So when you look at this card, maybe take out your journal and see what this is bringing up for you. Perhaps you do need a break or a holiday to fill your cup back up. Perhaps you do need to use a mantra that says, you know, life is constantly delighting and surprising me, instead of everything's going wrong and, oh my God, what's going to happen next? And I need to try and control it. You can't control the waves, can you? What is for certain about the waves is that every time the tide goes out, it's going to come back into the shore and crash at your feet. So I guess if we look at that in terms of our daily life, the sun is going to rise every day and going to set in the sky, and the moon's going to come up, and we're going to be back in our beds again and sleeping, and then we live to see another day. That's the only certainty, really, isn't it? That's how we know that we're still alive. We're still alive. We can still feel the sand on our feet. We can still hear the waves crashing to the shore. We can still see the sun in the sky or the moon in the sky. God, I hate the sand on my feet though, do you? Oh, it's horrible. The sand gets everywhere, doesn't it? See, always finding something wrong. Oh, look. Oh, we're moving to the forest now. We've moved into the forest. 3 of Pentacles. What's the saying? Teamwork makes the spell work. Teamwork makes the dream work. Do you need to be around different people? Do you need to be around people that have got your back? They've come into the clearing in the forest. Looks like quite a magical forest with all the sparkles. And they've got some crystals there, and they're making a potion in their cauldron. Perhaps they've all come together to manifest their wishes and dreams. What do you truly desire? What is it that you really want? Spice Girls, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Because if you don't know what you really want, the universe can't bring it to you. You keep changing your mind and chopping and changing, or you're focusing on the catastrophes and all the things that might go wrong. What if everything just went right? What if you could just cast a spell right now? What would you write in your journal? What would you create a spell for? What would you wish for? What do you wish that was different in your life? And then what can you do on a practical level? Because the Three of Pentacles is earthy. It's like, how can you bring the magic into the real world? How can you manifest it and bring it down to earth? It's not just up there in the sky. It's not just a wish that you've put out there. You really make it happen. And you know, that's really how we make change. It doesn't happen overnight. It's just small steps every day where we choose to do something differently. What will you do differently today? What's the next one? Oh, another reversal. Yeah, don't be lying in your bed at night. Oh, Nine of Swords. This is my PTSD card. Got all those swords on the wall waiting to fall down and cut her hair off, cut her head off. Yeah, wait, who's awake at 3 o'clock in the morning listening to this, not being able to sleep, catastrophizing, thinking the worst? We all get a bit carried away with our worries sometimes. But you know, everything our worries tell us, the voice of fear, shame and guilt, is a big fat liar. Fear, like, face your fears, stand up to them, or befriend them and ask yourself what you're scared of and have a chat about it and reassure yourself, because fears are not reality. The voice of our inner critic, that little voice that comes and whispers in our ear in the middle of the night, you're never going to make it, it's all going to go wrong, you're going to end up out on the street like a bag lady, homeless. That's all just lies. That's catastrophizing. That's just thinking the worst. And in those moments, you've lost the connection with yourself because you've come up out of your body and you've gone into your head, and you need to be in your body to feel your real feelings. Sometimes I think worries and anxiety are a distraction from what we really need to feel. And often they're big feelings like grief and anger and rage and sorrow and loss. You know, I think when you're up in your head, I mean, my go-to when I'm up in my head is just to journal it all out, get it all out on the page, and like, it's like emptying the dustbins. It's just really, that's where those thoughts belong, in the bin. Put them in the bin. They don't serve you at all. Right, oh, another reversal. Oh, look, now she looks much more chilled now. She's got rid of all those worries, doesn't she? She sat there with all her plants. Look at the little hearts on her drawer, on the cabinets that she sat on. She's enjoying a nice cup of tea. Let go of self-imposed limitations. Yes, those thoughts in your mind are what's holding you back. They are what are limiting you. They're trying to keep you small. What's she got in her hand there? Is that a candle? I don't know. It's normally a candle or a cup of tea. What do you see when you look at that? She's letting the fresh air in. She's opened the window. She's in a very different space there, isn't she? And Temperance in the tarot is the card of balance. So it is a bit of a balancing act when you're going through change, to stay grounded and stay in your own truth and stay in your own energy, and not let the voice of fear terrify you, basically, isn't it? That is a bit of a balancing act. It can feel like walking a tightrope. But if you get tired of trying to hold yourself up, then maybe it's time to have a rest, sit down and have a cup of tea. Right, let's just do one more, see how the story ends. Yeah, look at that, the Star card. The Star card is the card of healing. Have faith that healing is in the forecast. If you keep moving forward, if you keep believing in yourself, if you keep trusting, keep looking ahead, one step at a time, the healing will come. The healing comes when you don't expect it to. I think when we're trying really hard and forcing it, and wishing that we weren't where we are now, which is why we have to stay in the present moment. Oh, I love her purple wellies, do you? They're spiritual wellies, aren't they? Purple is the colour of your intuition. So you've got to be guided by your inner sat-nav. Your intuition is the inner knowing, is the part of you that already knows, that already trusts, that the universe has got your back, that the universe is on your side. And when everything feels like it's coming apart and undone, Something new is being created and is coming together, but you have to trust and let go. Isn't that a lovely reading? Thank you so much for listening today. Drop me a star in the comments below if this reading resonates with you, and maybe make a little commitment to yourself today. Just one small thing that you can do so you can keep moving slowly and confidently forward on your path. All right, everyone, I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.